What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 53 of the Dunk Talk podcast. Today it is me, Dylan Haugen, and I'm here with Finn, and we're going to be talking about a session that he had recently and just his year so far because he's had some really good sessions and obviously got a lot to talk about. So yeah, Finn, introduce yourself, then we get right into it, guys.
So I am a 6'1" dunker from Canada.
Sir. So yeah, guys, Finn recently hit his first Underboth, had his best session ever. Session is on YouTube. We just did a reaction video to it, so make sure you go check that out if you haven't. And also make sure to check out his session. It's on his YouTube. We got some good stuff over there, so check that out as well. Link in the description. But yeah, guys, so today we're going to be talking about his year so far because we did a podcast right before the year ended, I think, in 2024. So yeah, I mean, the first thing is really just Vegas. So if you just want to go over like, how you prepared for that, what your expectations were and then how it went overall. We'll get into that.
So before Vegas, I was basically just training hard, felt really good. I think the week before the session, before my recent session, is my best session ever. It was on 9.5. I did a cuff windmill, honey dip. I didn't hang, but did 360 East Bay. Made a lot of stuff just look really good. So I felt really good coming into Vegas. And then got to Vegas. Started warming up, felt really good. My 2 foot felt probably the best it's ever felt. Um, then I started warming up the 1 foot, felt good. Then probably like 3, 4 jumps in, my knee just like kind of exploded, so I had to cut the session really early.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because obviously from your warm-ups, I mean, you had that one off 2 foot. It was like I don't even know, was that just a slingshot or whatever? Where your like
Uh,
legs came up and everything. I don't
yeah.
know. That looked wild. But yeah, so what jump was it actually? Like was it your 360 cuff windmill?
No, it actually wasn't that. It looked
Oh,
like I
okay.
blew my knee up on that, but it was
Yeah, I
the
wondered if
Ziani
something happened.
windmill. The first time I tried it, I don't know what happened, but that's
Mm.
when I started feeling the pain, and then I did it again. I made the Ziani windmill, but after that, it was just completely cooked.
So how many jumps did you even do off one? Do you remember?
Like two one-handers, a windmill, and then 360 windmill. And I had 2 attempts at the Ziani. Did a fake East Bay, and that was it. So it was at like 6 jumps.
Yeah, that's crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so obviously if you guys haven't seen that session, go check it out for sure. But the wall in that gym was like
Yeah.
really close. Did that mess with your 1 foot at all? Or not really?
Like kind of, but I just dunk. Then I basically have to bail on every landing. I just
You
kind of
fell over on
follow.
like every time. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, bro. It was like I feel like for me it was more like a mental thing. Like it didn't like I don't think I would ever really land that far, but I was just like I don't know, paying more attention for whatever reason. There was a few of them where Hiram Fetcher, I always say it wrong. He landed like with his foot like on the wall, and I was like, oh God, like bro, pay attention. But yeah, that room was crazy stiff too. Well,
hmm
I don't know, but yeah, so kind of just on the recent Jumpmaster X podcast, I know Kilgannon mentioned that knee blow up, flare up, whatever you want to call it. Um, and he kind of said that like you probably could have like rewarmed up and been fine or something. Do you think that was a possibility, or was it really bad?
On the recent session that we reacted to, the same thing happened. And then I just took like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I did like 2 sets of ISOs. Then I was good after that. So maybe I could have. I don't really know. That was like a little bit worse in Vegas, but I feel like, yeah, I probably could have if I knew that.
Where on your body or like where on your knee specifically did it hurt? Was it like
I think it's just the tendon, but it's weird because I had no tendon pain and then it's just one jump
mm,
that messed it up.
yeah, it's weird. Was it more like patella or like quad?
But
Yeah. What ISOs did you do that other day?
just like wall sit single leg.
Hmm.
And then actually no, I did like an adductor ISO too. I think that helps a little bit for me.
Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I don't think I've ever really had that happen except one time I like actually got injured, but obviously that wouldn't have really applied to that, but do you like only see that happen when you do one foot basically?
Yeah, actually, the past 2 weeks, because I've been doing a bunch of quarter squats, my knees are like not as good, so I'm jumping only off 2 foot, and I have no pain off two, but it's just really hard to jump that high off 1 foot, so it's hard to warm it up. It's harder to not get injured off one or off two.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're warming up for sessions, how do you kind of like decide when to switch to one foot? Because I know a lot of people that are one footers. Well, I guess not a lot of people are one footers, but a lot of one footers I see kind of like start out with 2 foot, which obviously I see you do, and then eventually go into one. Like kind of walk us through like your process of knowing when you're ready to
It
switch, basically.
depends how my knees are feeling on the day, but if they're like taking a while to warm up, I'll basically have a full dunk session off two, or like a 30-minute dunk session off two, and then usually my first dunk off one will be like a decent windmill, and then I can just kind of progress from there.
Yeah, it's cool. I always try to get people that I'm like dunking with or like working with on like specifically one foot. I always try to get them to do 2 foot first, and a lot of
Mhm.
times they don't want to, but yeah. So obviously you had like the knee flare up in Vegas. So like what was kind of like the next couple weeks like for you? Did you have to like progress back into things or were you generally fine? It was just kind of like a that day thing.
I think that was like the first week in like the past year that I had to take off from jumping. So no jumping at all. Then the week after that, I was doing ISOs the whole time, slow leg extensions, slow squats. And then the next week, I did a short 2 foot session, kept my strength training basically the same, just adding weight though. And then, I don't know, it's probably 2 or 3 weeks of like short 2 foot sessions. And then it would be a little bit longer 2 foot sessions with like 5 1 foot jumps and then 10 1 foot jumps. And then I think after that, that's when I just switched back to like full 1 foot sessions.
Nice. So I know you mentioned what's it called, like the slow leg extensions or whatever. And I heard Kilgannon talking about that the other day as well. What has that kind of been like for you, or when did you start doing that, and how does it like feel on your knee specifically?
That's like, I think that's been the biggest thing for my knee pain. Those feel way better than ISOs to me. At the end of every workout, I do 3 or 4 sets of those, and I'll do like 3 seconds up, 4 seconds down. Don't think I'll ever take them out of my program.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like I've kind of had that same thing, like where ISOs like don't feel good sometimes. It's
Yeah.
like at a lot of like I'm always gonna do ISOs before I jump just because like the majority of the time it makes it feel better. But like there is some times where, if I'm doing like the reverse Nordic ISO or whatever, where I'm like pushing my feet into the ground and stuff like that, like some of them can just be uncomfortable if you don't have like the right equipment basically. So I never did like the single leg, whatever it's called, like leg extension ISOs, except recently I actually did start doing that. Like, and it feels good. And then I obviously do the slow leg extensions too. And yeah, I've been liking that as well. I don't know, it's funny because I literally never heard about that before. I feel
Yeah.
like I've done them before, just like randomly, but like I never heard anyone like talk about them
Yeah, when
online
I
or
was on
anything.
THP, I never did them, and I didn't even like know about them. I did slow squats and stuff, but that was the first time doing slow leg extensions, and that's like been getting my knee pain not completely healthy, but it makes it definitely more manageable.
Yeah. When you do slow squats, what kind of depth do you do?
I can't go more than a half squat, or else my
Okay.
back just gets
Yeah,
destroyed.
I'm the exact same. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of why like I've never really found the appeal in like slow squats just because like I don't know, it feels like every time I see someone doing slow squats, they're doing like full back squats and just slow. And like I can't do that, so then it just I don't know, it just feels like I'm squatting as usual, but with low weight. So I do think the leg extensions feel a lot better for me.
Yeah,
But yeah. Have you experimented at all with like trying to learn how to full squat or is it just not working for you?
I did when I first got on JMX. I was doing a lot of full squats, and that's where I'd start getting sciatica after every workout. So
How's
Jordan
that?
basically just only it's like it starts in your back, but it makes your like whole one side of your
Mhm.
body like kind of numb almost.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so yeah, I basically just don't do them at all anymore, and I don't think I need them really.
Yeah, especially for one foot. I mean, it's not that
Yeah,
specific. Yeah. I feel like I've definitely like tried to do them, but I've never gone like heavy enough to really
yeah,
induce anything like that before. It's just kind of been like I can like watch the video and see like, well, if it's bad with this weight, then there's really no reason to, use a weight that is probably gonna injure me. So yeah.
and I know I saw your one video, and it looks like you have like a lot of butt wink when you do a full squat.
Yeah. Oh, is it the one that they posted?
Yeah,
Yeah. To be fair, that one is really old. Like that was like, well, not really old, but that was like
and your
last summer.
back is like completely curved over.
Nah, yeah. That was a test. I did not know they were going to use that for anything, but I don't really care. So, yeah. I can kind of get deep on like front squats and have like not the worst back rounding, but it's definitely still not good. So, yeah, dude, it is rough.
What's
But
your max for half squat?
half squat, I mean, I've done like three. The thing is, I don't even really know like if I'm half squatting sometimes. Like
Yeah,
my depth just changes, bro, every day. It's like, okay, this is what I can do today. So the most I've done in like a what I would consider like a half squat by my standards for myself, I've done like 315 for five-ish. Uh quarters, I don't even know what to call it. It was like between a quarter and a half. I had like 365 for three or something like that. But that was you know, barely any depth at all. So yeah, but I don't know. I haven't really got to do much recently because I've been doing like a lot of volume. But yeah, yeah, bro. But so yeah, obviously, like you said, building back up from the knee flare up. Had a lot of 2 foot sessions. What is it like for you, like doing like majority 2 foot sessions, even though like the majority of your life you've been, strictly 1 foot?
it's fucking it's all weird being like a dunker now because before I feel like right when I hit 40 inches was when I'd like my knees started to hurt, and before that there like no warm up. I just kind of play some basketball and dunk for 1 foot, be completely fine. Then I guess I just started jumping high enough where now I get one dunk session a week, which is weird enough. And I used to be dunking like two, three times a week, no problem. And then 2 foot, I like doing it, but I obviously don't jump as high, so it's not as fun. But I don't know, it's kind of just comes with being a good dunker, I guess, is sometimes doing the things you don't want to do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I'm trying to think. I feel like my 1 foot like feels fine if I like don't warm up at all. But like I also probably I don't even know if I jump 30 off one to be honest. Like
Yeah,
I haven't
it's probably just because you don't jump high enough. But if you
exactly.
like started
Yeah.
working on it, it'd probably start to mess you a little bit.
Yeah, bro. What's funny is every time I do like a lot of 1 foot in like a day, my opposite knee,
Hmm.
I get like patellar tendonitis in it. I don't know if it's like the penultimate or whatever, or like my foot, because I drag my foot a little bit.
Yeah,
I
so
don't even
do I.
know. I don't know. Do you think that like when you look at like your highest jumps, do you drag your foot or is it you don't?
I I don't know. I think I usually drag my toe. Like the shoes I wear a
Yeah,
lot, the like reverse Grinches, the
bro,
toe is like
mine are
completely
the
off.
exact same. Yeah,
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it just like allows you more time to produce force. So I don't think it's a good or bad thing.
yeah. I've heard people tell me like, oh, that's really bad, and I've heard people say like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I don't really know, but it obviously doesn't seem to matter that much because a ton of people that are the best do that. So it's whatever. But yeah. So those first few sessions, kind of, working back into 1 foot. Were you just specifically like saying like, all right, I'm only doing 5 jumps today, or was that just like all you could handle basically?
It'd just be until it like hurt a little bit, and I just call it basically, which was usually around 5 jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that is something that I definitely struggle with if my knees are hurting, like knowing when to cut it. And, a lot of people that I dunk with don't really know when to cut it. So what would you kind of say like the importance of like learning when that is for, each specific person is when it comes to being a dunker?
It's so hard to tell because sometimes I don't cut it and I keep jumping and I jump well. Sometimes I don't cut it, then my knee just gets destroyed the next day. So I don't know, you kind of just gotta like experiment with it, and it's the same with lifting too. Sometimes you gotta know when to take it a little lighter and when you can go super heavy. So I think it just comes with learning your body, and the more you do it, the more you'll know about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I do definitely agree. There's two types of people. There's the ones that, want to cut it immediately if the smallest thing goes wrong. And then there's the people who, push through an 8 out of 10 and then screw
Yeah.
themselves over for a month. So yeah, it's definitely something to learn. So obviously, when did you start lifting again? I'm forgetting.
It was like 5 months before dunk camp, 2024.
Okay, yeah. So how has, your lifting changed since then? Obviously, I know you've like tried some different programs and everything. How has it changed, like specifically the past few months leading up to your really good session?
I think it mostly stayed the same. The thing about like after dunk camp or like after FIBA maybe, I think the two things I switched that have helped a ton with like body composition, just building muscle in general, were getting way better sleep. I used to like get terrible sleep and then just eating a little bit better, and that's helped me gain muscle and strength at like a way faster rate than before.
Yeah, for sure. Um, how much are you right now?
Close to 175. I know I weighed in at 175 yesterday, which is it's kind of a lot for me because
Yeah,
before or at dunk camp I was like 160, maybe even a tiny bit under. So I'm up 15 pounds and still jumping my best.
yeah, exactly. I know. I've always said that, if you gain weight and you're whatever, then you're getting stronger basically. And if you
Yeah,
lose weight, then you have better body composition. So it's kind of a interesting thing. Like if you're trading, it almost doesn't matter what you're
yeah.
doing as long as you're getting, enough protein and everything. But so you haven't really seen your jumping change at all though from weights or like from gaining and losing weight?
I mean, when did that session, I was a little over 170 then too, and that's my best jumping day ever. So yeah, I think it's as long as it's muscle, it's probably fine. I think for dunk camp, I'm still gonna lose a little bit of weight because I think I could jump just if it gets me an extra half an extra inch, then it's worth doing. So,
For sure,
but
yeah.
when I'm not like trying to jump at absolute highest, I see no point in being like super lean.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think I've always kind of done that subconsciously. I don't know if there's really any science to back it, but just like,
Yeah,
gain weight leading up to it, and then like the month before, drop down like 5 pounds because then hopefully, it's not enough time where like you're losing muscle mass. Basically, you're just like losing like that extra fat or whatever. Because
yeah.
obviously, everyone has a little bit of extra body fat they could lose. So, you know, get off a little bit of that and then jump really high. So that's just kind of what I've always
Be
thought.
Before dunk camp 2024, I actually cut way too quick because I was
Yeah.
170 and I lost 10 pounds in the month before, which was like
Jeez.
probably too quick. So I'm gonna start it a lot earlier this time, and then I'll probably lose 10 pounds again, but over like
Yeah.
2, 3 months instead.
Yeah, I think I lost close to 10, but it was maybe slightly less, like 8, because I went from like 168-ish. That was like my highest. So realistically, like average day was probably like 166 down to like 158.
Yeah, so
Um,
you're like the exact same almost then.
yeah, which is light. So I don't know. I kind of want to get up to like around what you're at right now, like 175, and then like go down to like 165 or something like that, because there's really no reason for me to be under 160 pounds. It's kind of crazy.
Like,
So, but
especially as 2 foot, like I feel like I could still gain a lot more and be
oh
fine. I
yeah,
feel like I
for
could be
sure.
like
Yeah.
185 and be fine.
Yeah, I think you could even be like 190, honestly. But
If
I
I
don't
did
know.
it
We'll
slow
see.
enough, yeah, for sure.
We'll see what Isaiah jumps like next Friday, bro. Because I know he's like a lot leaner right now, like a lot
Hmm.
smaller. Because like he's
Like,
been sprinting or something. I don't know.
oh yeah, he's supposed to test a 51, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Because other Isaiah is gonna be there too, Espinosa.
I
So
I think he's gonna test a 51 before the other Isaiah.
yeah, I think either of them could, especially if they're together, like that competitive
Yeah,
aspect.
that'd
I
be
think.
crazy. They set two records.
No, yeah. Oh, bro, what do you mean, bro? Ty just jumped 51 and a half.
I don't know, man.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't know.
nah, I'm not hating on it. I just don't. I just want to see measurements on
Yeah,
video. That's
the
really
reach makes sense, but
it. Kind of does. I don't know though, because
yeah,
what would that be? He's 5'4" and his reach is 7'1".
7-1. Yeah, that's
That's
like
like 10 inches under mine.
yeah.
So I mean, it's possible. I don't know.
But yeah,
The
the way
like
he measured AO Jamal, and he does not have 52, and he like didn't even bring that up when
I don't know.
talking about that.
I
So I don't.
I kind of hope it's true, just because that would be crazy. Like someone jumped 51.5 inches. That's ridiculous to think about. But it's just weird to me for someone to PR by that much,
Yeah,
and not even just PR his own vertical, but beat the previous world record by an entire inch. Like that's crazy to
I'm
think about.
sure we'll see a podcast on THP about the flight times and stuff and all.
Yeah, I was hoping to see one, but I haven't seen it yet. So hopefully they do one soon.
If it's
But
over a second, then maybe. But
oh yeah, for sure. Then I wouldn't doubt it. But
yeah,
even then, if they said 51, I would have believed it. Like, or like believed it a lot more than I do. But 51.5 is just like he beat Isaiah by an inch. Like, I don't know about that, but we'll see, I guess. I don't know.
now Espinoza though, you see his windmill and his East Bay. Those are like that was the craziest East Bay like I've ever seen. That was so nuts.
It was it was just something about it, bro. Like I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know if it's like I legit don't know what it was. I mean, it's probably just the fact that he jumped like 49 to 50 on that jump, I
It's
guess. But
five
it just
nine
looked
barefoot,
stupid.
caught the
That's
ball at the
crazy.
rim, head at the rim at 5'9". Like that's
I don't know. It was like something about both of those dunks, like the way it went through the rim, that just like looked like different. Like you don't see finishes like that.
yeah,
It's not like he like tried to dunk it like really hard. It just seemed like perfect. And bro barely dunks. Like
yeah.
it's
And
so
he's
weird.
20 years old too. So
Yeah, it's crazy. Is Donovan 21 right now?
yeah, 21.
Bro, I really hope that he focuses on dunking instead of
Yeah,
volleyball, but I think volleyball is his main thing. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see though. I gotta get him on here soon. I keep saying I'm going to and keep forgetting to message him. He doesn't follow me back, so that's why. But
That's weird.
yeah, bro. Yeah, that session was crazy. I want to watch that one soon. It's unfortunate Donovan didn't get to jump much though. Although I'm sure he still hit. You know, he says he got hurt on like what his 15th jump, something like that.
Yeah,
So it's like, bro, like his first jump of the day is generally like a windmill or something
yeah.
at least. So it shouldn't really matter. But
That's what happens when you jump 50 inches and you're 200 pounds. You just like
exactly.
I thought he was superhuman, but think like it's almost good that he got injured to show that he's not an alien.
I honestly was like, how has he never been injured, bro? Every
Makes
50
no
inch
sense.
jumper gets injured at some point, and I've like, bro, Isaiah got hurt so many times last
Yeah.
year. This year's been crazy for him so far, or like not even just this year. Like I don't even know, past 4 months basically. Like I don't know, the dude's been going crazy, but I've literally never seen Donovan get hurt.
Yeah, no
So
knee pain for him too. Is like and he
that's just
jumps off one.
ridiculous.
He jumps like 40 something off one at 220 pounds in Vegas and like nothing. That's
Yeah,
so stupid.
if he was like 180, 190, jumping 50, then I would say like okay, like sure, I kind of understand the no knee pain thing, or at least more than I do right now. But like, bro, him at 220,
Yeah.
it's just wild. So yeah, I do think he's lighter right now though. I
Yeah, I
feel like
think
I
he's at
heard them mention that.
205.
Yeah, and he jumped higher clearly, at
Yeah.
least on that height check. But that's interesting. I actually heard what's it called? Isaiah, or maybe it was John or Isaiah, one of them talking about upper body and how like having a big upper body could actually like theoretically help height checks. And I was like, that might be why Donovan tests so much higher with
Yeah.
like his head. Cause like, bro, him throwing those, both his arms probably weigh like 50
Yeah.
pounds. Like him going like this probably throws him up like an extra couple inches. So
Yeah, it's probably something behind that, the
I'm sure
center of
there is.
gravity
Yeah.
thing where you put your arms down.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting. Like if the testing with your head thing ever became a thing, you'd like also have to have like huge arms. That's,
Yeah, I
that's so
wanna
funny.
try that next time I test. I haven't tested in forever, but
Yeah, I got the thing, but um, I don't know. I just like don't feel like testing every week. I'm just like, I just
yeah.
want to dunk. But
Actually, I think I'm gonna buy a vert trainer, actually, now that I think about it for the next time I'm jumping good.
yeah, might as well. Yeah, because it's. Do we know what like the highest confirmed vertical is off one? Because I know I'm trying to remember what Silent told me. I feel like he told me he
It's
touched like 12.8 or something one time, but
I don't
I
think
don't
that
know.
makes sense. Just seeing as like when
I
he
don't think
touches
12.8 is
12,
possible.
he gets a
But
little over 12 for sure. I think his reach is like 8.5. I bet he has like it's probably close to 48.
yeah, 48 at the best. But I don't even know, dude. Like I've never. I guess like the like real like testing that we would even consider legit has really just been in the past couple of years. So, and even then, we still see stuff like the tie thing where everyone just
Yeah.
doubts it. So,
John
I don't
says
know.
there's like an unofficial 50-inch vertical from a high jumper too.
Yeah, I
But
heard that.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. But hopefully maybe I can set a record in a few years.
yeah. What do you think 50 is possible off one? I don't
I,
even know,
for
dude.
for me, no, but I'm
Yeah,
sure it is.
yeah. I'm sure like somebody's probably capable of it, but
I feel like it looks so crazy though, just like
yeah,
sprinting
bro.
in and getting your head above the rim. Oh,
I'm trying to imagine it, and it's like that would just look ridiculous off one
man.
foot. But
The highest jumper I've won right now is probably Killer John.
yeah, bro. I can't even we've obviously, tried to debate whether you're like top five 1 footers, and I can't even name five 1 footers right now. Like
Right now,
there's
it's bad. Like
it's weird.
Sutherland
It's
was
so
so
weird to
far
think
ahead of
about.
everyone, so now it's just like it's non-existent. It's Killer John, and then everyone else.
I'm legit like I don't even know. I'm trying to like think of them and I can't, bro. It's so strange. I mean, Jay Clark has obviously got some
Yeah.
1 foot, but he just doesn't do it. Actually, I think he mainly does 1 foot right now. He's like
Yeah.
2 foot hurts or something. But
hmm
I mean, there's him, obviously. There's John. There's you. And then like there's that one guy,
Tall guy.
Tornado. What is his name, bro? Can't remember.
Dargis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kristaps.
He's pretty good, but he's also older, so I don't even know what he
Yeah.
could do right now.
There's the
He
tall dude. I don't know if he posts a whole lot
he's like
anymore, but
6'8", bro.
yeah,
He's crazy. But yeah, he almost hit behind the back off lob from the free throw line. Like, bro, imagine throwing a lob and then like
yeah.
trying to do it behind the back from that far away. It's just ridiculous. But
Yeah, he's like Obi Chamberlain kind of.
honestly, I think Donovan's top five,
Yeah, probably. Even
which
like
is stupid, bro.
it's like you could put like T flying in there too, probably.
I wonder when the last time he's dunked is, though. That's the thing. Who
Yeah.
knows, bro?
You don't really know
Hey,
of him to be honest, because he's just never like done any event or anything. But
yeah. But he's like the one session, the academic session he did with like all those guys, like that was crazy. The body armor one.
the one you guys
So,
reacted to,
yeah, yeah. Like he's legit, but I just wish he did it more, bro.
yeah,
But but yeah, if y'all are listening to this, you've got this far, drop some 1 footers that we forgot in the comments because I feel like there has to be more, but I don't know, dude. It's so weird. I mean, Smooth, I guess. Smooth is still pretty good off one,
he
but
does
definitely not
hard
prime.
dunks, but they
He
like
does
don't
really
look that
complicated.
crazy. But
I wonder what his vert is, bro. I think he tested 40,
yeah, I
but
bet right at 40. Like
yeah, I
I
think it's
couldn't
right
really
at
see any
40.
higher.
What other guys even are there like all time? I don't even know, bro.
Cador,
Cador, obviously,
Gee,
yeah.
Nick
Gee,
Ross.
bro, I think so. I was working on the Dunk AI thing the other day, and
Hmm.
I was like, I was like trying to make it like rank dunkers basically, because like all time, and I Gee was like at like 8 or something. For the record, this thing doesn't know anything really. Like, there's no objective way to rank dunkers. So, but I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, I feel like Gee has to be top three, if not two, pro dunkers of all time, like on any list.
Yeah, I think contest he's probably best ever. And
I'd say
then
he's one in contest. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't, I don't know how you can really argue against that. I mean, he makes every freaking dunk,
I don't
and
see why I couldn't do the same shit though. But
oh yeah, it's totally possible. But
dunkflation too. You got to do something different.
yeah, but if someone were to come out right now and do the dunks Gee did back in like his prime, or not even his prime, bro, just any point in his career where he was professionally dunking, if anyone were to come out right now and do that, nobody would be like, "Oh, Gee did this, like it's not cool anymore." Like the dunks he did are still like would still be considered crazy to this day.
The ones where you'd like throw a lob and jump over someone standing straight up is like that's terrifying. That's so hard to
No,
do.
dude, I can't even I can't even imagine, bro. Like I can imagine doing it off 2 foot, but even off two, I have such a hard time committing to that. Like,
Yeah.
there are some dunks like that where it's like either jumping over someone or like jumping over something, where like I set it all up and I'm like about to go and like I want to commit to it. And I know that I can do the dunk, but then I'm just like, I just sit there, like throw lobs and like think about it for like 3 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, just put the stuff away, like whatever, bro. This is not happening. Like, and I can't even imagine trying that off one, just
Yeah.
because I would definitely need the dude in the head. Like, simply, I would just need the dude, but. I don't know. Like when he did hide and seek over somebody kneeling, that was ridiculous. Did he do one over a motorcycle or am I tweaking? I might be
I feel
combining
like
some
he's
of his
jumped
dunks.
over like I feel like he's done an East Bay over everything and like just
Yeah,
punched the hell out of it and behind the back over
yeah,
everything.
bro. The one dunk I haven't seen him do is Underboth over a car. That would be crazy, but it's
If that
totally
was like
doable.
a thing that people are doing, I'm sure he could have. But
Yeah, I don't know. Because I know he did behind the back. I know he did East Bay. I saw him do Underboth over someone kneeling, but I don't know if he really like jumped over him or if he kind of jumped to the side.
it's
That's the interesting thing about kneeling dunks
yeah.
is like a lot of one footers just kind of like go to the side, unless they're
Yeah, I don't
like
even
like
if it's
back to
not to
back.
the side, I don't really think it does a whole lot for like the difficulty, but just kind of makes
Yeah,
it
I agree.
better for the crowd.
Yeah, it's a good like show thing, but I don't really know how much harder it really is. So, but yeah, bro.
Yeah, I gotta practice my handoffs for sure. I want that gi package.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, yeah, Kilgannon was telling me that he's like, if you want to do shows, bro, like you got to learn handoffs, because
Yeah.
like imagine going out onto the court and like throwing a backspin lob and doing it behind the back. Like I could never do that. Like that's just ridiculous. Like I already have a hard time throwing those lobs consistently in a gym by myself. Like there's no way I'm doing it on, with a different ball, like FIBA ball that I'm not used to, on a most likely bad surface with that much adrenaline. Like it's just not happening. So
That's basically what happened at FIBA. I did my first two dunks, like punched them, felt good, and then I went up for the East Bay, and it was like the lob was terrible because I wasn't used to the court that FIBA had, so it was just bouncing lower than I it usually would. But if I had the handoff, then would have made the
it would have been
finals.
so easy.
Still lost, obviously, but
Yeah,
uh,
still would have been cool though.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you don't see many lobs in FIBA, so it is
Mm-mm.
cool. And the dudes that you do see throw lobs is like, well, Donovan did a couple, or maybe one or two. Oh no, he did quite a few actually, because he had like 360 windmill under both that stuff. But the one who does them a lot, or more often anyway, is Grabo. Like
Mm.
he'll throw lobs, do a windmill over like four people standing. Like that's crazy to even think about. Yeah, like under both off lob. So I don't know, because I feel like, bro, he's probably. I wonder, the one thing that I want to do at some point is like make a basically like a WDA type of website, but like just have like dunker profiles. And like I want to like know how many like contests people have done. Like not even necessarily like just pro contests, just like contests in general. Because like Sutherland, when we were in Wisconsin, he showed me some note on his phone. I don't know if you've seen that.
Mm-mm.
Bro, it's like he has like hundreds of contests. Like every time he does one or like an event or something, he just writes it down. And so like he was just going like this and like showing me like hundreds of events he's done. It's like holy crap. Like so I
Yeah,
started one up, but I only have
he's
like
probably
three on
one of
there.
the only guys that like makes full-time living from just dunking. So it makes sense why he'd have hundreds of contests and shows and
Yeah.
whatever.
It is kind of it is interesting because I do think not many people could survive that. Like just that much load, bro. Because he was doing like I don't know if it was the Harlem Wizards or but it was like something like
Oh
what
yeah,
John is
the
doing.
what's that? Yeah, Harlem Wizard.
It might have been some, yeah, something like that. Like he told me he was doing that like every night basically. And like, one night he's doing a tamala over somebody, the next night he's doing, 360 windmill like in game, like he's just doing all these dunks and it's just like back to back nights and like I could never do that, bro. It's like
Yeah, yeah, that's
uh
meant for the genetic freaks, I think.
yeah, it's kind of like the NBA where it's like the guys who make it are just the ones who survive the
There you go.
ridiculousness of basketball training since it's so bad. But
I could not. My vertical went so far down after like a few months of playing college basketball. My vertical was completely shot.
yeah, um, me not liking basketball aside, that was the most annoying thing about it. Like besides
Mhm.
just being pissed off all the time because of bad decisions and everything. Like, I hit an East Bay in October of 2023, like right before I turned 16. And then basketball season started probably like a little bit less than a month later. And then, bro, I didn't East Bay for 4 or 5 months.
I
Or
think I
I
was
think
the exact same.
it was like four or
I
something like that.
I hit
It
the East
was,
Bay at dunk camp 2022. Then I started playing basketball. I didn't hit another East Bay until I quit basketball.
yeah, bro. It's crazy because I mean, I do know people, some people that would like play basketball all the time. If I like told them that, they'd be like, dude, my bounce hasn't changed at all. What are you talking about? And I'm like, first of all, you don't jump as high as me. Second of all, well, that's the main thing. You don't jump as high as me. And just also, when you jump higher, you have more knee pain. So then, like, I probably could have East Bay during that time, but like jumping hurt too much to the point where like, you're careful. You're way more careful. And you don't like try to jump your highest because it legit hurts. So,
And those freak athletes that play basketball, if they stop playing basketball, they could be even freakier, probably, unless they
none of
got
them
hurt,
realize that.
obviously. But
And none of them care. It's
right.
crazy. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's just one of those situations where they're just like, well, you know, I'm already good, so why would I care?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I have a bad mentality when it comes to basketball, but for me it was like, sure, I can go play in college, probably, if I like try hard. Like anyone can go play JUCO if they're decent. Anyone can go play even, well, not anyone, but you can play D3 if you try hard enough. But it's like, what's the point? Like I'm not getting paid, and why would I do something that I'm not going to do as a career when I have something else that I enjoy more and I could do as a career? So it's like, I don't know,
Didn't you
just wasn't
start playing like recently though?
basketball.
Yeah. Or like a
I
few
played in
games?
some, I played in some rec league, but it was like 1 day a week, so it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I do something like that just for the content too. Maybe like a
Yeah,
poster or something.
yeah, I that's really the only reason I did it is just like to spend time with some friends and like just get videos, bro. I was like, I
Like,
want to get a windmill, got a windmill, so I'm good. I don't think I'll play next year. Um, but I don't know. I was it's weird because right now, like I have nothing, bro. After that, it's just like go home every day, edit videos, do homework, lift. That's it. Like so, dunking is a weird sport because it feels like you're doing nothing a lot of the time.
yeah.
It's
You
like
have to like you have to train hard and then the rest is just like lazy recovery.
yeah, it's really weird because back. when I was younger and I could handle more, it was more like it sounds ridiculous because obviously I'm young, but like when I was like 10, 11 or whatever, I would just be like, okay, well, if I want to get better, like I should always be doing something, you know? So I just like go and do box jumps or do cat phrases, like stuff that, you know, some would argue isn't really helpful, but I would argue like if you're doing a lot of anything as a kid, whether it's, you know, an athletic movement, you're probably going to be setting yourself up to succeed later. Um, obviously, probably could have trained better, but you know, if it was like I want to get better at dunking, I'd just go dunk. And now it's like I have to wait till Saturday. Like I can't really do anything
Yes.
until then. Like I'll do some standing stuff with the ball. I'll obviously do ISOs, but like that's really it. Like there's really not
Yeah.
much you can do to improve besides just stick to the training. But yeah, bro. Yeah, so going back to the thing after, you know, Underboth has been hit. I don't even know what other recent dunks, other new dunks you've hit recently, but yeah, just rest this year. Obviously, you got dunk camp. You'll probably have some events. What are, you know, some of your goals, dunks wise, you know, events wise, whatever it may be?
Dunk camp, I want to test a 45, hopefully. So that'd be 11 foot 10. That'd be pretty crazy.
I think you got 43 off two by then too. Something like that.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know what I'm at off one or two right now, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like hard to gauge. The best I've tested is a 42 and a 39, but it wasn't on that good of a day. So I don't know. We'll see about that. Dunks, 360 behind the back. That's all I'm really thinking about right now, I guess. Loki, when I saw Sutherland do the like double East Bay, I feel like I could get that. Like if I
Are you
really worked on it.
thinking, are you thinking like the J Rich version that he did?
Yeah, like yeah, double J Rich, I guess.
I like that version a lot. I've never tried it
It
um
looked
on
like
low
I don't know.
rims.
It just looked
It
so
looks more
makeable in
doable,
my
bro.
head. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks, I think it's probably because of the right hand. And I think
yeah,
it might be less range of motion, but I don't know. Because every time I see someone like the Jay Clark double East Bay type thing, it just looks like so much like boom, boom. Like it just
yeah.
doesn't look doable to me. I've done
It
it
never made
once,
sense
but
until I saw that. But now I feel like I could get that on like 9.9 or something.
yeah, I want to see you try Jay Rich behind the back too. I think that that one's a lot
Yeah.
more doable than people.
Mm.
I don't know how no one's done that. Oh,
What
actually,
rim height have you done that on?
Sutherland did. The highest I've done on is like 8, but I don't really try stuff on higher than. I basically just do 8 or lower and then like 9 or higher. I never really
Mm.
do anything in between. Actually, that's not even true. I either dunk on 8 or 9, and that's it. And then it's just like 9, 10 and a half or higher. Like I don't really mess around on 9.6 to 9.9 because I feel like it messes me up.
Because
But
I'm
yeah,
good at
5.10.
spins, Jordan gave me this idea, but maybe a 540 off one. I don't know how many people have done that, but
Yeah. You know who does that really well is Hunter. I forget his last name, but Hunter Tyree, whatever his name is, on low
hmm.
rims. But he's crazy like
Oh
that.
yeah, that dude.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
leg side look really
I don't
good.
really know how I'd go about that, but I feel like that's probably
Actually, I'm
doable.
trying to think. I actually did do that. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I tried to do that, bro, on 7.5, and like I like fell on my side, like legit just like fell on my side because I was like wearing Crocs and I like rolled my ankle mid jump. It hurt so bad, dude.
Yeah.
So wear some real shoes when you do that. You should be good. But yeah, that
Oh,
one's crazy to think about.
360 under both too.
Right hand,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Or like
Yeah,
360, 180. It's never been done off one.
yeah, whatever, bro. I don't care about 180,
Yeah.
360 as long as it's spin. It's cool.
But
So
the spins don't add like that much difficulty, so I feel
I
like I
feel
could
like
hit it.
on that one it probably will. But I do agree with you. Like the
Yeah.
360 East Bay, the way you do it, like
Yeah.
that is going to be consistent like super
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
But the Underboth one might be weird. We'll see. I do want to see you try it though, because
Yeah, I've never even tried it, so
yeah,
I don't really know.
yeah, that one's gonna be cool. All right. Well, guys, make sure to go follow this guy on Instagram, One Foot Disciple. Subscribe to his YouTube too, so he keeps making long form videos. I've been very happy. seeing
They've
that. So
they've been coming.
yes,
Got
sir.
one in the works right now.
Let's go, bro. What is your YouTube?
1 foot disciple or Finn Addy. I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how the names
Yeah.
work, whatever. But hey guys, to wraps up this episode. If you haven't, go check out the reaction video that we just did. Should already be up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So.